Hello everyone, I'd like to share a great story that I read recently that really resonates with me and puts things of life in perspective in a way that can bring you to a lot of peace and perspective. And the story goes like this. Once the king had called upon all of his wise men. Is there a mantra or a suggestion which works in every situation, in every circumstance, in every place, and every time, something that can help me when none of you is available to advise me? Tell me, is there such a mantra? All the wise men got puzzled by the king's question. One answer for every question, something that works everywhere, in every situation, in every joy, in every sorrow, in every defeat. They thought, and after a lengthy discussion, an old man suggested something which appealed to all of them. They went and gave it to the king, written on paper, but the condition was the king was not to see it out of curiosity, only in extreme danger when the king finds himself in a place where he seems to be no way out. Then, only then, he can see it. So the king stuck the paper under his diamond ring in such an occasion. After a few days, the neighbors of the kingdom attacked. It was a collective surprise attack of the king's enemies, and the king's army fought bravely but lost the battle. The king fled on his horse. The horse took him far into the jungle. He could hear many troops of horses were following him, and the noise was coming closer and closer. Suddenly, the king found himself standing at the end of the road. The road was not going anywhere. Underneath was a rocky valley, thousands of feet deep. He would be finished if he tried to go down the road because it was too narrow for him to escape. He could hear the enemies approaching fast. The king became restless. There seemed to be no way out. Then suddenly he saw the diamond under his ring shining in the sun, and he remembered the message hidden in the ring. The diamond, and he read the message. The message was very small but very great. The message was, "This too will pass." The king read it again and again. Suddenly something struck in his mind. Yes, this too will pass. Only a few days ago I was enjoying my kingdom. I was the mightiest of all kings, yet today the kingdom and its pleasures have gone. I am here trying to escape from my enemies. However, when those days of luxuries have gone, this day of danger too will pass. A calm came over his face. He kept standing there. The place where he was standing was full of natural beauty. He had never known that such a beautiful place was part of his kingdom. The revelation of the message had a great effect on him. He relaxed and forgot about those following him. After a few minutes, he realized that those noises of the horses of the enemies coming was receding. They moved into some other part of the mountains and were not on that path. The king was very brave. He reorganized his army, fought and defeated the enemy, and regained his lost empire. When he returned to his empire after the victory, he was received with much fanfare at the door. The whole capital was rejoicing in the victory. Everyone was in a festive mood. Flowers were being thrown onto the king from every house and from every corner. People were dancing and singing. For a moment, the king said to himself, "I am one of the bravest and greatest kings of all times. It is not easy to defeat me." For all the reception and celebration, he saw an ego emerging in him. Suddenly, the diamond of his ring shined in the sunlight and reminded him of the message. He opened it and read it again. "This too will pass." He became silent. His face went through a total change. From an egoist point of view, he moved to a state of utter humbleness. If this too is going to pass, it is not yours. The defeat was not yours. The victory is not yours. You are just a watcher, everything passing by. We are the witness to all of this. We are the perceiver. Life comes and goes. Happiness comes and goes. Sorrow comes and goes. Now that you've heard this story, just sit silently and evaluate into yourself, your own life. This too will pass. Think of the moment of joy and victory in your life. Think of the moment of sorrow and defeat. Are they permanent? They all will come and they all will pass away. There were friends in the past, they all have gone. There are friends today, they too will go. There are friends tomorrow, they too will go. And if there were enemies in the past, there will be enemies to come. There may be an enemy in the present, they too will go. There is nothing permanent in this world. Everything changes except for the law of change. Think over it from your own perception. You have seen all the changes. You have survived all the setbacks, all the defeats, all the sorrows. All has passed away. If there are problems in the present, they too will pass away, because nothing remains the same. Joy and sorrow are the two faces of the same coin. They both will pass away. You are in reality know your real face. Your real face is not your true face. It will change with time. However, there is something in you which will not change. It will remain unchanged. That is unchangeable, and nothing but your true self. You are just the witness of change. Experience it and understand it. Every day for 10 to 15 minutes, sit in silence. Just think over the sentence, this too will pass. Pondering over your own life will make you realize the true meaning of this sentence. Everything passes, yet your real identity remains the same. That real you is your true self. To know that self is true meditation. And that's the story. Appreciate you all for listening. Thank you very much. Peace and love, David.